welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and even though we are continuing our episode, we changed and
we did. We changed clothes. We're matching black shirts. This episode is going to be all about Kinmundy log cabins. This will be our second part, so if you haven't seen part one, go back and watch that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but it's that time of year to pull out the old black clothes.
I know. I love black, and I like having my nails like super dark and black at this time of year.
I found some old nails, and they're. I don't like. I'm going to use them because I've got them. I don't know why, but it's so unusual for me to buy anything that's not like that.
Yeah, those are very neutral for you.
They're very neutral. This would be the kind of color my mother would have wore. The other
that
day,
is the color my mother is currently wearing.
Your mother would wear this?
It looks great on her, Mom. Really, Mom, I love it. It's just a color.
It's not me. It's definitely
not me and Stacey, but
it's not me.
Definitely,
I like bright.
Yeah.
I like bright. But
my mom would like that because it's neutral, but it's kind of fallish, just enough dark to it to make it seem like a fall color.
Yeah, no, I'm bright. Mm-hmm. I'm bright. So
I like hot pink. I like red.
I like black.
I like black.
I like black nails.
This pair actually is almost like a chocolate brown. If you're close and in person, there's like flecks of chocolate in it.
Oh, fun.
Like chocolate color.
Yeah, I like. I'm a red lips and fingernails. Yeah, I like red. I like red nails. I like my toes. You're usually red. But I've given up. No more pedicures for me this year. I don't think. I think I'm done with those. But
I didn't get a pedicure at all this year.
What?
In fact, I've stopped getting pedicures, and will be very happy if I never have another one. How about that?
Well, how do you get? How do you what?
There's so many questions. Here's the thing.
I don't understand why. I mean, not like I get like maybe 3 a year in the summertime.
Well, here's what. Okay, let me just talk about pedicures. You are probably harder on your feet. You work on your feet, but I like having some calluses on my feet because they're there for a reason. They protect you from blisters. So when you go get a pedicure and they rub all that stuff off and they get rid of all that dead skin, it's like, guess what happens? You wear your shoes and you get blisters. So you get your pedicure right before a wedding or right before a big event, and then you're wearing these fancy shoes and your feet hurt because you don't have any dry skin on there to protect them. All of your calluses are gone and you end up with blisters. So that seems like backwards thinking to me. I'm just like, I did it for years, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But the other problem I have is that in the past, where I've went different places, they have cut my foot.
Ooh!
When they go to scrape the bottom, they've cut it, and then so when you go to get a manicure or a pedicure at not every place, I'm sure, but at many places, they will if they get a cut, if you're cut, they'll open this little bottle of stuff that makes you stop bleeding, I guess, or makes you.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I've never been cut. And
then, because they've cut when on a manicure, like my cuticles. They'll open this and then they'll dab that on.
I bet that burns.
It doesn't burn, but how is that not passing on bloodborne things? Like, okay, you were, just say for instance, okay, you were there and you got cut and they dabbed that all over your bloody spot. And then because it's not like they're letting it drop on there. They're touching it to your skin and your blood. Okay. And then they take that thing and they put it away. And then Beth Cooper comes in. They do Beth Cooper's nails. Oh, she's bleeding too. Ding, ding, ding. Not that you would have anything in your blood. But what if Stacey did and now all of a sudden I got hepatitis or something? Am I being crazy? I mean, I don't understand it, but I know enough about germs and stuff that just grosses me out.
Seem a little bit weird.
It grosses me out. Every time they've done it, I've wanted to say, oh, don't do that. But it's too late because they're just like, done. Look, you're not bleeding anymore. And I'm just like, oh.
Let me bleed. I've never been cut by anybody.
Yeah. So anyway.
That's kind of scary now.
And then
nope, not for you. No.
Yeah. So, and I just started painting my own toenails again, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And my fingernails, I do these on my own. I don't go to the salons anymore.
Yeah, I do my own nails.
It's just too much. It's a long wait. It's a lot of time out of my week if I did it every week or every other week or whatever I was doing, and it's just too much.
Yeah.
And not to mention it's expensive, but the gross part of it, just I'm done.
Yeah, I'm really hard on my toes. I have to go get mine done because I can't see them anymore because of my eyes are so bad. And yeah, I'm really hard on my feet, and I work in flip flops all year long. So yeah, I go do it, but I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But I've never been cut. But sometimes they get that like big old thing. It's like they get to go to town. It's like, okay, slow up, whoa, slow down. Let's not just calm down there. Don't take off my old foot there. Some of the tools they use. Now, the lady that used to be here in town, oh man, I'd be like, don't get in there and dig. I don't want it ingrown. I'm kind of weird. Like, it don't have to be don't get in there too much. It makes me a little nervous. But my thing is, have you ever seen that meme where it's the little girl? And she's talking, and she's like, "Oh, you need peck, you need yeah." And then she's like, "Oh, your feet so gross."
Yeah.
It is the funniest thing. And then they start talking to each other, and then and it's like sometimes I always wonder what there's.
I know. I think there's an app for that now that you can turn an app on and it translates what people are saying around you. Yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't used it, but.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you just set that app up and they're speaking Vietnamese or whatever, and you hit play, and then whatever they say while you're sitting there, it comes across your phone as what they said in English.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the app or what it's called or anything. But that's what I've been. It might just be Google.
It literally would be interesting to take in there and see what they say. I've always wondered about that. It's like, I wonder what they're saying in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
For sure.
Now, I wonder, because the family that used to be in town here, they ended up going back to, I think she went to Seattle, the whole family. I liked her. She was funny. She came in, I did her hair too. She was hysterical. But oh man, she was a hoot.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? Let's see. What are we going to do today?
Well, I have to work this afternoon at my real job. So this is my fun job.
I did busy yesterday. So today I'm going to.
You're going to take a nap?
I'm going to get Joey. I had Joey all day yesterday.
It's going to be nice. You should go float around on the pool.
Yeah, Joey's going to have to take a nap because I had her all day because the cleaning ladies was at Mac and Page's. So, and Joey don't sleep when she's at Yaya's.
Oh.
So today Joey's probably got, because she turned into a little beast.
Oh, really? She's a handful.
She has her moments. Joey has her moments.
Strong woman.
Yeah, she is. She gets it from her Yaya.
Yeah, and I found a meme that I had saved a long time ago when I think Carissa was little. I was scrolling through old photos, and it said something about, one day I'll be glad that I have a strong-willed child. Today is not the day. But one day I will be glad that I have a strong-willed child. And I was just reflecting on that, and I think that day is now. Like, I feel Carissa was very strong-willed, but I'm so proud of her now because she is strong in her faith. She knows what she wants, what she doesn't want, and there's not much change in her mind. So today is the day. I'm glad she's strong-willed. That'll help her throughout her life. But
definitely,
when they're little, those strong little girls, boys.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's good. It just is a little harder on mom.
It's difficult. Well, she's 3. She's 3, but yeah, she's funny. She just but she's she's. I think everything she does is hysterical, so that's the problem. But yeah, she was. I got to tell a funny story though. So she was jumping on the couch like, Joanna, you can't jump on the couch. Quit jumping on the couch. And then she kicked off the cushions to the couch, And Jim was like, he barked at her, Joanna. Rah, 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 rah. Of course, when Pawpaw barks at her, it's a totally just game changer. So he's like, put those cushions back on the couch. So she put the cushions back on the couch, and then Pawpaw had to go upstairs and take a shower to get ready for his volleyball game. So Pawpaw's upstairs taking a shower. Of course, what'd she do? There go the pillows off, and then there goes the cushion off, and then another cushion goes off.
She was pushing to see how far she could push you guys.
Yeah, she was. And then she's jumping on I said, Joanna, you're going to break Yaya's couch. I said, Pawpaw said, do not do that. Quit jumping on that couch. You're going to break the couch. And Yaya paid property taxes, and Yaya's poor. And she just kept, I said, listen. And she went, well, I said, did you hear that? Pawpaw's out of the shower. And she went, when she got back. She got down off there, so she started putting those cushions back. Well, she was having a hard time putting them back, and she's like, Yaya, help me. Help me, Yaya. I said, I didn't do it. I said, I didn't do it. Now we can hear him walking through because we have hardwood floors. And as he's starting to come down the stairs, she looked at me with the most serious face and said, I should probably go hide from Pawpaw. And I said, yeah, you might want to hide. So literally she just laid down on the floor.
And then what did he say to her?
Jojo, did you get this? Yeah, you put them back, and but she was just like,
Well, at least she's scared of one of you.
It ain't me.
Yeah, she knows she's got you wrapped around her little finger.
I'm like, y'all pay property taxes, and she's broke. Get off that couch. Yeah.
Oh, crack up.
But she was like, I should probably go hide from Papa. I'm like, you might want to do that, kid. I want to tell you, Beth, you wait, grandparents. You wait. I'm telling you, it is the greatest gig in the world. They're fun. I mean, it's just funny. They're a trip, man.
I believe you.
It is so fun. Okay, so now I picked out another one. Let's look at this cute ad. This is from the 60s, too.
Pinkapades.
Cut up, cut out, cut loose with Max Factor. California Pinkapades.
Cool.
Isn't this awesome?
Love it.
2 pink escapades for lips and fingertips. 2 sheer, 2 shimmering, 2 tempting. It's the great new color adventure for summer. Say it, pink a pale, soft, feminine, fragile, or pink a fling. Lively, zingy, daring. Wear it either super sheer or super frosted. Any way you play it, have a wild pink pinkapade. California Pinkapades by Max Factor.
Oh, how fun. Look at that, her awesome pink lipstick, that frosted look.
Right.
Why is that not a thing anymore?
I don't know.
When are we bringing that back?
I don't know, but it's the eyeshadow, the hair, the lips.
Yeah.
Oh, the earrings. Come on.
Yep.
Fantastic. I saw that Max Factor. I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was an awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Good one.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we are going to come back with more of our fun
Kinmundy Log Cabins.
Log Cabins. I think you even dove a little bit deeper. You've got some more pictures.
I do have pictures, so we'll be right back.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. So on our last episode, we talked about the log cabin village at Kinmundy that was started by Irma Ingram and how it all got started. And we went into some detail on some of the cabins and showed some pictures. This is a continuation of that episode. So if you haven't seen part 1, go back and watch that on our YouTube channel. But this is part 2. And there are so many cabins at Kinmundy. There's 12 cabins total. And Stacey covered some of them on part 1. I'm going to cover some of them here, and we're going to talk about kind of where they came from and also about the people that lived in them, because just thinking back on their lives, like they were such tiny cabins.
Oh, I can't, yeah.
And and to
I
raise
can't
family.
I can't fathom it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the cabin on Little House on the Prairie look huge, some
Yeah.
of these.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Laura and Mary had a loft upstairs that they slept in, and then Pa and Ma had a little bedroom off to
I
the
was
side.
wondering when it was going to happen.
Well, it's inevitable. But these cabins, for the most part, like had no extra bedroom added on, no loft. It was just that one room where your kitchen table and your fireplace was, and then you also slept there.
Yeah,
And somehow sat. I mean, did they even sit? If it was a rainy day, what did you do? Where did you sit?
Could you imagine on a freezing cold day?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're outside farming or cutting down trees or cutting firewood because it's just
You're
pouring
just
ice.
sitting inside a room.
Yeah.
That, like, if you look around this studio, that's not even this big.
Right, where they didn't even have chairs. They might have a chair for the mother.
Yeah.
And then they have the beds you could sit on.
But you got 6 kids sitting on a bed?
Yeah, for hours on end. What did you do with them? I mean,
Yeah,
there's so many questions.
With every word, it's just more miserable in my life.
That's why I wish there was just time travel. Like, I don't want to go back and stay there, but I would like to go back and visit. Send me back just for a day. Just let me get a feel for it, and then I'll be like, peace out. I'm going,
One day,
back to 2025.
we'd be like, nope, send me to the 21st century.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be difficult.
You sure would. Okay, let's look at some pictures. This is just sort of some faraway pictures of how it's set up at Kinmundy, where they're just sort of, it's a beautiful grounds. You can walk all around. There's not weeds or anything like that. And it's, there's places for vendors. You can see some vendors in the background there. And then the cabins are just like sporadically spread out. It's a very pretty grounds.
Now, you took your pictures when? Mine were just recent. Yours are
Mine are from 2023. So I was going to do this show a couple of years ago, but I didn't have all of the information on Irma. So we decided we would maybe call over there and schedule a tour.
Yeah.
Which I tried to do, but the timing was not going to work for the owners. They didn't want us to come until spring. Well, then spring came and I had 500 other things to do, and they were not in my train of thought. So anyway, it didn't happen.
That's called the Nostalgia Theater Show.
Yeah.
Don't ask us to do anything in the spring.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next far. Is there like another one maybe closer of that? Yeah. Okay. And then I don't know if I sent another one.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah. So this one,
I don't remember seeing that.
I believe these people were there again this year. I saw it on the Facebook page. This is a teepee, and then there's 2 Native American. I'm not sure if I'm assuming they are all real Native Americans, but if they're not, they're dressed as Native Americans, and they share the history of the Indians in the area, I believe. And they set that up. So that's just
neat.
another thing you can explore. And honestly, when you can go in that teepee or look inside of it,
teepee.
and it is a lot bigger in there than what you would think.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's
That's
go.
cool.
Let's see what else. Okay. So this cabin is called the Wagoner cabin, and I think this is a Wagoner.
Let me pull mine up too.
Okay, I'm not sure, but
Do-do-do.
we're going to talk about the Wagners. So this was the preacher. If this isn't it, we're just going to go with it because it's either that one or one that looks almost identical to it.
It's not this one.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure which one that one is. I might have to come back to that one. But let's talk about the Wagner cabin. This was a preacher's cabin, and it was located near Forbes Lake. So Forbes Lake was man-made. So at one time, there was nothing there but forest and cabins. And so when they decided to make the lake, several of the cabins, I think 7, there were 7 there. I don't know that Irma got all 7.
Yeah.
But they went to the Kinmundy Log Cabin Village. And this Wagoner cabin was one of them. And it was built for a circuit rider, a Methodist man. He rode a circuit and preached at all the Methodist churches. Mm-hmm. And then the second preacher that came to live there was named Wagoner. And he ran the sorghum mill. And then he also built the lean-to for a kitchen. But but that edition isn't actually in Kinmundy. I don't think they brought it because it wasn't part of the original cabin.
Okay.
And then later there was a third preacher that lived there called Reverend Miller. And Irma Ingram bought that cabin when Forbes Lake was being built.
Okay.
So we have some pictures of the Wagoners, and it's a couple.
Let's see the pictures of the Wagoners.
A man and a woman next to each. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so.
Oh wow.
This is the Wagoners, and I got to switch to a different page here, and I'm going to read to you about the Wagoners. So this man was Stephen Wagner. He was born in Crawford County, Illinois, on August the 5th of 1856, and he passed away July the 6th of 1936. He was 79 years old, 11 months, and 1 day. He was married to Sarah Roberts. That's her in the picture. They got married November the 4th, 1875, and to this union was born 10 children.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the picture I showed you wasn't actually the Wagner cabin, but it's basically...
Let me show you the picture that it was.
Okay.
Okay, so Ty, in the pictures I sent you, there's a small cabin, and it literally has Thankful draped over the top of the cabin, and there's 2 mums in front of it on the ground, and one of them's a purple mum. I want you to see how little this cabin is. Not that one. Like above the door frame says Thankful. That's
there
the
we
cabin
go.
it is.
Here's the cabin. Okay, that's the
that's
Wagner
the Wagner
cabin. And 10 children were raised, born here. Most of them born inside the cabin. Several of the children preceded their father in death, and that was Charles, Frank, Doris, and Dora, Mrs. Millie Sill, and Mrs. Florence Alderson. But then he had 2 sons and 2 daughters that did outlive him. Edward, Nora, and Lulu.
Lulu, that's awesome.
Oh, Ed, Herman, Nora, and Lulu. I have a cat named Lulu. Her real name is Luella.
Huh.
It says he was converted when young and united with the Southern Methodist Church and was a licensed minister of that church for 30 years. He was known to be a kind and loving husband and father and a good neighbor. He thought of others before himself. He was honest in all of his dealings, and it said that he will be greatly missed. So very interesting to actually put...
I can read what's on the little pamphlet on the outside of the see right there to the left is where I got some information too. It says outside the preacher's cabin was located near Forbes Lake. It was built for a circuit rider of the Methodist faith. The second preacher was a Wagner. He also ran a sorghum mill.
I think this is what I read at the beginning.
Is that what you read? What is a sorghum mill?
Sorghum is like a syrup, isn't it? Ty, you could Google what is sorghum, but I think, isn't it like a maple syrup kind of thing? Like you could melt it down and it be like a type of syrup? I don't know.
So it looks like
molasses. It's like molasses.
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wagner was even living in this home in 1939. Yeah, so it kept, like you said generations moved on.
Yep.
So even Russell Wagner moved into the home with his father and mother and older brother in 1939 they were still living in this little cabin. That's crazy.
I know. Can you imagine? Like
Russell's nickname was Cotton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me...
Isn't that weird?
Let me go back to this other page.
That's a tiny little one, isn't it?
It is, yes. Okay,
wow.
So let's see which one I have next.
Yeah, you didn't get too many.
I have some interior pictures of one of the cabins, and it's, I think, going to be the next one I talk about. If you want to pull it. There's like, there you go.
I want to see the inside. Oh, what's that one?
This is going to be the, I believe, some of my pictures I think got out of order, but I believe this to be the Strullmeyer cabin. Strullmeyer. Strullmeyer. Look at that pie.
Right? That's like real food, guys.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next one. There's a beautiful mantel clock. A beautiful, you can see the fireplace and the stonework around that fireplace. And these cabins had all been dismantled and put back together. How they do that with a fireplace, I don't really know. Do you know? You know about masonry.
I would. There's no way they could take the fireplaces. They would have had to take that in one big piece. I don't think they could take those apart.
You think they just kind of detached it and brought it in on a semi or something?
The picture you had up first, the very first picture you had, that's the Strollmeyer cabin, the one that Ty put up first.
Oh, like the ones from far away?
Yeah, that's this one.
Okay.
But yeah, the inside of that's beautiful. I can't imagine them, because you take that, you break all those bricks and stuff up.
Yeah.
If you start doing that anytime you take the bricks away. So the mantles would have had to have come in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that very first picture, Ty, that Beth, you put up, that I said that's not that one. Not, I mean, like of the actual cabin a little bit ago. Oh. Yeah, and I said, no, it's this other cabin. That was the one that's the one she's talking about now.
Okay. So the Strollmeyer cabin, it was built originally west of St. Peter, Illinois, around 1828. And it was sold to Herman Strickler of Lagodi, Illinois. Ooh. In 1869, let's see if you can find that while I'm talking. Find that other picture.
Nope.
No, it had a big sign on the front.
Yep. Keep scrolling.
Okay. So in 1869, Wilhelm H. Strollmeyer, he was born on Christmas Day of 1827, and he passed away on June 30th, 1908. And then his wife, Wilhelmina, she was born in 1831 and passed away in 1896. So just stop for a minute. His name was Wilhelm, and her name was Wilhelmina. They were married to each other.
No.
Yes, and I even found a picture of their gravestone.
Oh, let's see this.
Well, I'll get to that.
But okay.
Wilhelm and Wilhelmina.
No way.
Mm-hmm. They arrived in the United States from Prussia, Germany, with their 6-year-old son, William H. So now we have Wilhelm, Wilhelmina, and William
H.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's it.
Yep, that's the Strollmeyer cabin. Okay, leave that up while I talk about this family, please. They first settled in Washington County, Illinois, and later moved to Marion County between Kinmundy and Farina, and what is believed to be the present home of Maxine Loy. Now, this was written several years ago, so I don't know if that part's still true. But in 1903, William Strollmeyer, this is the son, William, okay? He and his wife, Bertha, moved into a log cabin believed to have been moved to their farm from a prior location in Laclede Township, Fayette County, Illinois. In this cabin, they raised 3 sons, Edward, Otto, and Albert, and a foster daughter, Vera. In 1968, Ivan and Willard Strollmeyer, they were the grandsons of the original Strollmeyer, sold the cabin to the Ingrams, where it was relocated to its current home in the Kinmundy Log Cabin Village.
Wow.
In a cabin such as this, any small window meant that there was an enclosed stairway to the upstairs. Now, obviously, my picture is far away, and I don't have a close-up of it.
Okay, let me show. I've got another. Okay, so I've got a picture of the inside.
Okay.
Of this one, because nobody was in there. Ty, it's a picture of 2 ladies cooking at the fireplace. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a.
Yeah, that's the same.
That's the same. That's
because it's the same clock and the same.
Yeah, same fireplace, the same clock.
So they're cooking.
But what's that little ladder? That's surely not going to the top, is it?
Yes, it is. And I think that's why I took a picture of it. I don't think we were allowed to go up there, but that went.
No way.
Yes, way. It went to a very, very tiny loft area up there where they would have had children sleep.
Yeah, because that's why I'm. What?
Yeah, and there was, there's no insulation or anything. No. So those kids up there would have been freezing. They would have been close to the fireplace, which heat rises. But yeah, I can't imagine being up there in the summer heat or up there in the dead of winter.
No.
These people were made of something different than I am, because I'm not sure that I have the strength to.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, but I took that. This was actually, I went inside and nobody was in this cabin. Nobody was in there. So I'm glad I took this only picture inside so we could see the staircase. Look at that staircase.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, we need to take a commercial break.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
At Clay County Hospital, we are dedicated to providing quality care for you and your family. Our skilled medical team is committed to your well-being, ensuring that you receive the personalized attention you deserve. From filling your prescriptions at our state-of-the-art pharmacy to a visit with our compassionate behavioral health providers, we're here to support you every step of the way in your journey. Experience the difference at Clay County Hospital, where your health is our priority. Clay County Hospital. Complete care, start to finish.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. We're talking about the cabins at the Log Cabin Village in Kinmundy, Illinois, and we're talking about the families that lived in them. And it's very interesting. It is very and the thing I just keep coming back to is just so small. It's just so tiny.
I can't even, yeah.
They're such tiny cabins, and this is all they had. And I mean, all these, and they just had so many kids.
Yeah.
And where did they put everyone?
I don't know.
All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the Schwarm cabin, and I am not sure if I have the right picture, because like my cabin pictures got out of order with my sign pictures, but I believe if I send it in, Ty, it's just I don't think it's that one. I think it's that one. I think this is the one, and it is tiny.
Wow.
And this cabin was built by John and Barbara Schwarm in the late 1840s. John was born in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania on June the 15th of 1812. He married Barbara in Ohio on October the 6th of 1842. And when they reached Illinois, John purchased land from the U.S. government for so much money an acre. What's your guess on an acre? You might know this if you took a picture of the sign. What? Let's play a little game.
I didn't do the Schwarm.
Okay, this is.
I think that's
in
the doctors.
1842. Oh, you think that's the doctors?
Yeah, because look at the sign. That's the step up, and then the sign in the bottom of it is that's the backwards cabin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the doctor's cabin.
Okay, I'm not sure which one's the Schwarm. It might have been one of the ones that was in the picture early that was kind of falling down.
Yeah, but so how much an acre?
Yeah, how much do you think you can take that picture down, Ty? How much do you think that an acre of land cost in 1842? When they reached Illinois, John Schwarm purchased this land from the U.S. government for
75 cents.
Okay, what do you think, Abby?
Oh gosh, let Ty guess first.
Okay, Ty, what do you think?
We'll do 70 cents.
Ty says 70 cents. Stacey says 75 cents, and Abby says $1. Abby's always a good guesser. The actual retail price of the acre of land from the U.S. government in 1842 in Illinois was $1.25 an acre.
Oh man!
Yep, isn't that crazy? And to them, that was probably a lot of money.
A lot of gosh! Holy Moses!
The location the cabin was built on was near Hickory Creek, close to the old Lagodi Cemetery, just north of Route 185 at the top of a hill. When John and Barbara settled in the area, there were no church buildings, so from 1849 to December of 1852, they invited their neighbors of like mind to worship with them in their home. So it served as a church too. Let's take a picture of John and Barbara.
Yeah, let's see these.
Do we have them? They're in a frame, a wooden frame. Did I send that one to you? No. No.
Whoa, that's a scary picture.
No.
Gotta keep scrolling.
Okay. I might not have gotten
Ooh.
this one sent. Okay. I'll send it right now.
Wait.
Yep, there. Okay,
Wait.
I thought I sent it. Okay, there we go. That's all right. Yeah, so this
Okay.
is John and Barbara Schwarm. And
Oh my! Now, where's that picture at? Is that on the outside of the cabin?
this one was actually in Kinmundy. I took a picture the day I was there of this picture.
Where?
But I don't know if it was inside the building on the mantle or if
That
it
would
was.
be super cool if that was the case.
But things I notice about this is that I think he's a nice guy, and I know he kind of has a little bit of a frown, but I think he just looks uncomfortable.
Well, wouldn't you be? Nobody smiled back then.
Yeah, nobody's comfortable. I know they say it's because the cameras were slow and they asked you to be still. I don't think that's the reason. I think they were all itchy from their clothes and they hadn't had a bath and they're hot and miserable or freezing cold or they had a bad headache.
Hurt.
They had a bad headache and
Well,
no
yeah.
Tylenol.
Think about that for a minute when you pop an ibuprofen the next time.
Yeah. Right. It
I
could have
popped
been
4 this morning.
And their bodies work hard. I mean, they're probably in pain.
All the time.
Or they have rotten teeth and that hurts. And their ears
And then
hurt.
going to the dentist is horrendous.
Oh man, I mean, no wonder they're not smiling.
I would
But
smile.
her dress, I would love to see in color because the fabric looks rich and beautiful. It looks very thick, and I'm betting that it was pretty. And it looks kind of like they're sitting in front of like wallpaper or something, or
It kind of does. It looks like there's a stove right to her to her left.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
anyway,
that picture's taken inside there, inside the cabin.
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a cool picture.
Okay, so that's the Schwarms. So then the next one I'm going to talk about is let's see. Let's talk about the Doolins. The Doolins. So you can go to that picture that's on the other screen there, Ty. Yeah.
Oh, is that
This is
him?
This is Mr. Ben Doolin. Okay, Ben Doolin was born in 1843. He married and built. Blah, blah, blah. He built it. The cabin when he was 17 years old.
Wow.
I don't know any 17-year-old men that could, maybe there might be one I know that could probably do it, but that's it.
Oh, he's got those sky blue eyes too. Yeah.
His first child was born when he was 18. He served in the Civil War under General Sherman. Now, you remember much about General Sherman? Not a nice guy. He made everybody march. He burnt down.
He was bad.
What did he burn down? Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just to make sure I have my Civil War history right in my head, Ty, will you Google that a little bit about General Sherman? Because I think this is going to come up later in the story. He was in the march across Georgia and had to participate in the burning and pillage of homes and churches. They came to one church, and he asked his commanding officer if he could retrieve the Bible before they burnt the church. And he was allowed to do so, and that Bible is still in the Doolin family today.
Really?
After the war, the person that's writing this, I think her name was Shelley, she said that her grandpa contacted that congregation to offer them the Bible back, but they did not want it.
Why?
I think they had hard feelings, maybe. She says Grandpa came home and in 1865 and had 3 more children, all born in this cabin. Okay, what you got, Ty? I was right. He was the one that marched everyone across, burned down Atlanta. Yeah. Okay. But he was a Union general, right? But he just didn't have a very good reputation. And I believe that he ended up getting booted out and demoted or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this.
I don't feel like he was Abraham Lincoln's favorite.
No, yeah.
I think he was a jerk, if I remember right. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I studied
his,
Civil War stuff.
General Sherman's his most famous thing is the famed March to the Sea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of men died on that march. But
Yeah.
anyway, this Ben Doolin was there
He was
with the
there.
march, and he was forced to pillage and burn stuff down. And I don't think that the way it was worded, I don't think that was really Ben Doolin's style. I don't think that,
yeah.
when it hurts women and children, I think they just viewed it differently. Like, okay, I know we're at a war, but I don't really want to burn down
I'm not burning down the church, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
So
you say what the name of his children were?
Ben
Ben and Laura's?
So he has Sherman, which he named one of his kids Sherman, which I thought was odd, and
kinda
I wanted to
weird.
talk about that because
Surely
And
not
what-
after General Sherman.
maybe he did have respect for him, but he didn't like how he did things, or maybe he did like him. So the Doolin cabin was built about 1860. Ben Doolin was born in Foster Township on February 23rd of 1843, and he died on March the 1st of 1926. He married Laura Ann Jones, born January the 16th of 1843, and he married her on September 30th, 1860. Both Ben and Laura were just 17 years old. At age 18, their first child was born, and they named her Harriet Llewellyn. At age 19, Ben enlisted in the Union Army, serving in Company D, 111th Illinois Infantry from 1862 to 1865, and his company was with General Sherman on the famed March to the Sea. Ben and Laura had 3 more children. Sherman, which was born in 1866, and he died at 13 days old.
Aw.
That's very sad. Icy-Dora.
Icy-Dora, that's what I was...
Icy.
Icy.
I-C-Y. I-C-Y is how they spelled it. Icy-Dora.
It has to be Icy.
But
yeah.
I'm going to go back to Find a Grave here in a minute. She had a different first name. I think it was
Okay.
Isabella. I'm wondering if they called her Icy-Dora.
Okay.
This information I'm reading now, I think, was written by one of the great-grandkids.
Okay.
Icy-Dora was born in March 1867, and then Charles Isham, born in 1869. After the death of Laura, Ben married Mrs. Inez Tate on September 26, 1896. And Ben is buried in Doolin Cemetery with his 2 wives, and that is located in Marion County.
Hey, Ty, one of the pictures I sent it of this cabin, it's a small cabin. To the right of it has a corn stalk with a stuffed bird attached to it. It's got a little boy coming out of the door and a yellow mom to the right side of the door, and a lady and a. But the people I'm taking, it would have helped if you would have taken all the. Yeah, this is the cabin.
This
we're
is the
talking
Doolin
about.
cabin. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
The Doolin cabin.
So Ben Doolin, son of Daniel, and this is his obituary, and it says Uncle Ben Doolin passed away. Benjamin Doolin, son of Daniel and Elizabeth Doolin, was born in Foster Township in February of 1843, quietly slipped away into eternal sleep at the close of day, March 1st, 1926, after a lingering illness of several weeks, aged 83 years, 6 days. He was united in marriage with Miss Laura Ann Jones, September 30th of 1860, and to this union 4 children were born, Hattie, Sherman, Icy, and Charlie. Sherman dying in infancy. This faithful companion and mother left her earthly home March 30th of 1894 after living a life of solitude a while. He was married to Mrs. Inez Tate, who passed away in 1901. Uncle Ben, as he was familiarly known, left his family and home and answered his country's call in 1862 when he enlisted in the Illinois Infantry. He was a member of the Grand Army of the Republic of Vernon since its organization until it disbanded. He was a member of the Kinmundy Lodge. He lived his entire life amidst his native haunts, with the exception of the past 16 years, which had been spent in Kinmundy. In more recent years, he was very much loved by he was very much moved by the death of his grandson, James Doolin, then his daughter-in-law, Mrs. Charles Doolin, then another grandson, then his 2 son-in-laws, then by his granddaughter. So he had great loss.
Wow.
He leaves to mourn their lost 2 daughters, Hattie and Icy, and 1 more son, Charlie, 1 brother, Isham of Vernon, 3 sisters, and 10 grandchildren and 19 great-grandchildren. It says Ben will be sadly missed by everyone who knew him.
Wow.
And his funeral services were held at his home.
Wow. Wow.
That's a little bitty place to have.
That's a little bitty place.
Okay, we come back. We have more pictures of his son and stuff, but we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Since 2004, Ed Lewis Trucking has been moving America forward. Family-owned and built on values that matter. Reliability, hard work, and service you can count on. From dry van freight to dump and hopper bottoms, plus top-tier truck maintenance in their state-of-the-art shop that's open to all truckers, not just their own fleet. They're growing stronger, expanding with their recent acquisition of McKinney Trucking, but never losing sight of what drives them. It's Ed Lewis Trucking, family-driven, service-proven. Call Ed Lewis Trucking at 618-686-3555.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Jimmy Order Lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. We're talking about the Kinmundy log cabins, and we were just talking about the Doolin cabin. And I do have one more picture that goes with that, and that's of Charles Isham Doolin. And this is one of the children that was born in that cabin, that little tiny cabin. This dude was born in it and grew up there. And so, yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so the next cabin we're going to talk about is the Robb cabin, R-O-B-B. And this is it. Again, it's so pretty. This one's just a really pretty
it's adorable.
one, and a great fireplace, but still so tiny and so tiny. And let's take a look at the couple that I have too. We'll go back and forth between this. This is Francis Robb and his wife Julia, and
let's see what they looked like.
This is who lived there.
That's a good picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good picture.
Yes, aren't they so
I love
cute?
That brooch. That's awesome. That's a beautiful picture.
So the Robb cabin, it was found and moved from an area 8 miles northwest of Kinmundy. Francis McKendry Robb married Julia Melissa Lowe, this is them, in 1867, and they lived in this cabin with their first 6 children. Harriet Elzora, they called her Hat. She was born in 1868, and all these children were born in the cabin, I believe. Margaret Rosella, they called her Dell. She was born in 1870. Martha Pamelia, born in 1873 and died in 1876. There was an infant in 1876 that passed away at 10 days old. Mary Agnes, they called her Ag, in 1878, and Emma Ann, born in 1881. Harriet married Leroy Green, and after his death, she married Joe Arnold. Margaret married Charles Doolin. Ta-da! There's a connection between these cabins. So we just talked about the Doolin cabin. Now we're talking about the Robb cabin, and one of their children married Charles Doolin, the guy I just showed you right as this segment started that I said was born in that cabin. And then Mary married Emmett Jones. Emma married Guy Arnold. Guy Arnold, there's a student at Flora High School named Guy Arnold.
Really?
I wonder if there's any connection there. So they went after they left this cabin. They went on to have 2 more kids, but this cabin I think stayed in the family. But this is the Robbs. Did I send another picture of the Robbs as well?
I like that picture.
Yeah. So
what's
that
this
one. Okay, so this is
oh man.
this
their
is
children?
Francis, Julia, and their family. Yeah. So standing, we have Rob, Emma Ann. I think was what I said her name was. She married Arnold. Then we have Ag. They all went by, and then Lou, and then Dell, and Eli.
One boy.
Yep, Eli came later. So Ag, Lou,
Dell,
Dell, Eli.
And
they like the short little names.
And the little girl in the middle of them, in the front.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't know. It kind of cut off the words there, so I'm not sure what her name was. But
that picture's
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, they look like a really nice family.
Oh,
He looks pretty serious, but all those girls look happy and healthy.
Yeah, look at they're smiling.
Yeah, I don't feel
they're actually smiling.
And Eli's smiling too. Like I don't feel like they're miserable people.
I don't either.
I feel like they're pretty happy with their life.
They're all smiling in this picture. Every one of those kids are smiling.
Well, here's a little bit about the dad, Francis McKendry. He was the son of Agnes Pruitt and Samuel Robb. He was born in 1847. The home in which he was born was located on the site where the Methodist Church now stands, and he has the distinction of being the first male child born in Kinmundy. Oh. He was a family of 7 children, all having preceded him to the great beyond, but one brother, R.C. Robb. He also had 2 sisters. He married Julia Lowe in 1867, and they lived on a farm northwest of town to make their home. They ended up having 9 children total. He leaves behind 22 grandchildren and 23 great-grandchildren and 2 great-great-grandchildren. I wonder how many great-great-great-great-grandchildren of his now live in the Kinmundy area. That would be interesting to know how many descendants these families have. He raised his children in a Christian home. He had been in failing health for some time, but only for the past week had been confined to his bed. He entered into rest at the home of his daughter, Mrs. Emmett Jones, on Friday, October 19th, 1934 at 10:30 p.m. And then it says, our life is but a fading dawn. Its glorious noon how quickly passed. Lead us, O Christ, when all is gone. Safe home at last.
Wow.
So that's
a pretty cool story on those.
And then I have the a little bit from the obituary from his wife, too, Julia. And this was in 1925. It says, hundreds of stars in the pretty sky, hundreds of shells on the shore together, hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of bees in the sunny weather, hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn, hundreds of lambs in the purple clover, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, and only one mother the wide world over.
Oh, that's a beautiful poem.
Yeah. It says, God moved the gates of heaven apart. Sleep visited her eyelids. It was her time to enter into rest, for the roughest part of the road was past when our good wife, mother and friend, Julia Lowe Robb, daughter of Samuel and Margaret Arnold Lowe, wife of Mac Robb, after an illness of a few weeks, fell asleep at the age of 78 years, 2 months, and 8 days. Wow. She faded away into silence, the wife and mother so dear and true. Hers is really beautifully written.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I just liked that. I liked that family. I liked that they were smiling. And then I have this one more picture of Dell. And it was just the, yeah, that's her. This is one of the daughters. She just had another picture. I thought, that's... Yep. She's a sweet looking lady. So, okay. Let's keep going, and we're going to talk about...
But real quick. It's got to be quick. The Stagecoach Inn.
Yeah, the Stagecoach Inn.
Ty, I sent in a picture of that one. It's a 2-story one. The last picture that you should have of mine. It's a big 2-story log cabin building.
This one's really cool.
Yeah.
So the Stagecoach... Let me find. So many pictures.
You got it? Jacob's Well.
Yeah,
Stagecoach
Jacob's Well
Inn.
Stagecoach Inn, built in 1828.
Yep, go ahead.
Part of a stagecoach stop located on the old Egyptian Trail, which ran from Rockford, Illinois to Cairo, Illinois. It has been said that the famous and not so famous have slept here, such as Abe Lincoln and Jesse James.
Jesse James.
Woohoo! I mean, Abe Lincoln cool too, but Jesse James,
pretty cool.
makes you think like, woo. A black and white movie featuring Jesse James was made in the 1920s when the inn was still on the trail. Rudolph Dust, who died at the age of 100, was from Effingham, Illinois, and he said that he ate many a meal here as a boy. For 5 cents, the butcher furnished the meat, and the innkeeper furnished the vegetables in season and all the beer one could drink. The butcher and innkeeper divided the profit. The original inn had 3 floors, with the upper level being reached by climbing a ladder from the outside. The 3rd floor was not added when it was rebuilt. Okay, so I have some interior pictures of what I believe is that one. There's a girl in a red shirt walking through. Yeah, there's the... I wonder why they didn't add the 3rd floor on
I don't know.
when it was rebuilt.
Yeah, let's see what the inside looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That one you can tell it's quite a bit bigger inside.
Yeah, I could
You
live in
had
this
s-
cabin.
yeah,
If
you
I had
could-
air conditioning, heat, and cable.
And a washer and
And
dryer.
a washer and dryer.
And,
And a bathtub.
and
an indoor
bathtub,
toilet.
shower, hot water heater,
I want
glass on the windows.
I could make some adjustments.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's another one of the interior of that cabin too.
Could you go upstairs?
I think you could in this one. It's that
Oh,
table
that's so
set.
cool.
And the nice thing about these log cabins is it's okay to touch things. Nothing.
They're not. Nothing's off limits.
It's not like a museum where it's like, don't touch that, don't touch that. It's like,
No,
yeah,
they encourage it.
Pull out the chair, sit down, pretend like you're having supper there. Like it's okay.
Yeah, they encourage it.
Yeah. So, and then I think there was one other picture of the outside of that cabin that I sent that had like a outdoor space where they had a fire and some chairs sitting around like that. Yeah. I think that's
not it.
no, it's not it, is it?
Nope.
But it's lined up where it should.
But
where
it's
it
super
should.
cool.
Yeah, that is super cool. That's another cabin. Not sure
Yeah,
which
that's
one.
that one cabin that we said that's adorable. We could live in this one.
Yeah.
That's the other cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
can't
sure how my
remember what-
pictures got out of order, but they did. So, anyway.
Yeah, that is fun.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
Yes.
Those are fun.
Very cool place to visit if you haven't been there.
Oh, highly recommend. You need to go.
It won't open again until next fall, so
Yeah,
be
you
ready.
gotta go.
Put it on
You
your
gotta do
calendar
it.
now for
Gotta do it.
September. The last 2 weekends in September, rain or shine, they have
Do it. Gotta go, and that's it. We're
And-
out of time.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
God bless you, and have a great day.